blind date, and our courtship was mostly by either telephone or letter, because I was on the road all through Kentucky. And when I decided I would ask her to marry me, I was on duty one night. We were coming from Fort Knox to someplace in the eastern part of the state. Of course, I was in uniform. I had my pistol, my handcuffs, and my club, and I told my partner to pull by 544 East 10th Street for a few minutes. So it was my my ring, and ask her to marry me. And I knew she'd say no, because who's going to refuse a guy carrying a gun? She did, and it's been, seems like just yesterday. 50 years past ago. She said, I never told her when we were married that our children were going to grow up and get as old as we were married. So I wasn't sure about that either. But our first year was interesting. I was working 9 and 3 at the local police station, and she was working split shifts at the telephone company, so we left notes for each other about the first year we were married. They say the first year is the hardest one for us because we didn't see much of each other for the first year. She put up with a lot because one, in 2 different separations, one in Korea wasn't bad, but the one in Vietnam wasn't very pleasant for either one of us. But we got through that. So we were married on November 30th because I had to wait that long to get paid that day. Could have some money before to get married on. So we started out with very little, but we've come a long way. Your turn.
I think he said it all. I don't know. Tell us about your time in Germany.
Q&A.
You can do that. You told me a lot. All right, after Vietnam, we spent a year in Georgia, and then we got the opportunity to go to Germany. And I had always heard that Germany was just drinking. Everybody drinks, and it's just not a good place to be. And so I was a little bit worried about it. I didn't really want to go at all. But we got over there, and I think that's where we really got started living for the Lord, because we went to a church that, well, they didn't smoke or drink or anything like that. And we grew, and he became a deacon. And we had our youngest child there.
So you come home from Germany with a baby or coup clock. We came home with both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I was telling Brother Henry and Ms. Marshall a while ago that when I was in Fort Knox, me and my wife, about 90 days before we were married, and a lot of that was long distance telephone. And so I mentioned to one of the officers at Fort Knox that I was getting married, and he knew I hadn't known her very long. And so his comment was, and I'd like to see him today, his comment was, well, I'll give that marriage about 6 weeks. So I'd like to see him today. I think we get her 6 weeks.
I think we're going to make them feed each other.
Yeah.
Do what?
Yeah, you gotta feed each other.
We have to feed each other. Now, is this a cake up here too?
Yeah, that's a cake up there too.
Is that where you start?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. They need their forks. Go pick them up.
You don't cut them, you just color them.
You don't go.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry. Wine bread. Okay.
I can't see, will you?
I give you a bite, you give me
You want the ice cream?
Charlie, get that picture.
Did you ever see the picture? Yeah, you're supposed to. Open your mouth.
Oh,
Oh.
that was very nice.
Oh, that was too nice.
Charlie, so they give me
Ooh, she sure put a lot of frosting on the top.
You got those roses
What do you
up
want?
there.